We're live. Good evening, and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this Wednesday evening. It's great to be back. Celtic finally released us some information. Why? Between me and you, we all know that we want the best from Celtic, and Celtic coming out and saying that they've still to fill positions. Days before the season starts on Friday, and Celtic have still not done what they said they were going to do. They have put out a statement, and a big shout out to Stephen Johnson, who's first in the chat this evening. I'm going to go through the Celtic supporters engagement statement in full from stand-in chairman Brian Wilson. Yes, stand-in. We don't even have a permanent man in place as yet. Jock Stein famously said, I've not read this yet, so bear with me, because if I break into pure rage and hysteria, you'll probably do the same when you read it. Jock Stein famously said, football without fans is nothing. Celtic supporters are renowned throughout the world for their passion and their commitment to the football club. The power to make a difference when united in support of the team was confirmed in dramatic fashion in the closing stages of last season. We made a commitment to improving our approach to supporter engagement and to create a structure through which better two-way communication can be achieved between the club and the broad base of support. This will be built on mutual respect. Buy the merchandise, sit down and shut up. Sorry, it's my Tourette's. Fucking wankers. I need to be serious. It's a serious podcast for this one. This will be built on mutual respect, shared commitment to Celtic's continued success. There is already a lot of work done in this area, particularly through our support liaison officers and regular meetings with long-established supporters groups which are continuing. We now aim to do more to enhance the breadth and quality of that engagement. Give me a minute. It's a Labour broadcast. There is already a lot of good work. We've done that, but as promised, this will not be through a single measure or appointment. We need a range of channels through which the views of the support can be reflected and responded to, turning this into a positive force for the club. The team and the supporters will require goodwill, hard work, to which we are committed. In other words, we've spent the summer doing fucking nada. Apologise. No, we don't even apologise. We've done nothing. We'll get round to it. We wanted to make sure you renewed the Susan tickets, and we're kind of just having a laugh this summer. Investment in supporter engagement. To deliver against this vision, the club will not have. That's an important part of this statement. The club will. When will they? Appoint a head of supporter engagement. A senior leadership role has been established to oversee and coordinate and drive supporter engagement activities across the club. This role will ensure we take consistent, high-quality approach to engaging with our supporters. We are delighted that John Paul Taylor, our long-serving lead liaison officer, has accepted this role. That's why you got a new car. Sorry, JP, my man. I know that we go back a long way, but that's why you got a new car. You put it on our Twitter, didn't you? You madman. We pay rise. He won't know that, I'm just joking. JP is a lifelong dedicated Celtic supporter and will be well known to many of the Celtic fans across the world. He is. You know, he's the guy that's at European away games and making sure that everybody's okay. And he worked in the ticket office, fan supporters groups, and bus conveners, and everybody that goes to European away games and away games in general know JP. I would say that was a good move, but it depends on what free rein he has in the position. Increased resources to develop new structures. Additional resources will be allocated to the supporter engagement function. This will include appointing a supporter engagement coordinator. This person will work with JP to provide organisation and administrative support, allowing the club to be better at supporter engagement, to ensure consistency in our approach to supporter engagement, to improve responsiveness. Trying to say that after a couple of mows on a Wednesday night. Ensure consistency to our approach to supporter engagement, improve responsiveness to supporter feedback, and drive innovation how we connect with the fans. Reinvigorating the fans forum, bringing it back to life. That's what that means. Reinvigorating. A fantastic play on the English vocabulary by Celtic Football Club to say, we're just going to bring it back. I don't know, it's fucking just be sort of a 90s rave in the stadium. The fans forum remains an important platform for dialogue between the club and a broad range of supporters. The club is committed to refreshing and expanding this initiative. We will take the fans forum on the road to make sure it's accessible to more Celtic supporters. So we Bob that stays in Inverlochy and just down the road for Inverness, but he can't get up to Inverness to meet the supporters bus, we're going to send someone to hear a word with you. It's not going to happen. To encourage broader participation, that so many voices are heard as possible. To ensure representation from a larger, more diverse cross-section of the supporters. Not just the Green Brigade, not just the boys, not just the Celtic Trust, not just, the people that are in the majority. There's a big chunk of Celtic fans that are not affiliated to a supporters club. Now, some may say that the dilution of the supporters clubs is paramount to the board's success, if you like. And I don't know, but it is what it is, isn't it? There's a lot of fans that go to games that are not part of our supporters groups. So, and I don't mean Green Brigade or anything like that. I'm talking about buses. About buses that go to games. There's hundreds of buses go to Celtic Park every single week, and they take quite a big majority of the fans. But there are thousands of Celtic fans that take the car and just want to travel alone. Never mind, you'll never walk alone, but you'll always drive alone. No time for jokes, Baz. So anyway, to go to all supporters in their own communities when they always can't get to the stadium, to ensure a representation from a larger, more diverse cross-section of the support. Continuation of the bilateral supporter group meetings. The club will continue with the supporters groups on a regular basis, has done for many years. This allows the clubs to hear and understand the views of supporters on a range of issues. The supporters groups, it means it meets with the Green Brigade on pretty much a monthly basis. Has talks with the boys ultras, has ongoing conversations with the Celtic Supporters Association and the Celtic Irish Supporters Association, etc., etc. Where does that leave the normal fan that doesn't get the bus and just walks to the ground? Isn't part of any fans group? Somebody that drives through from Edinburgh in the car, or Stirling because he doesn't get on the Stirling bus, or I don't know, fucking Timbuktu. The establishment of a new fan engagement model, Celtic Connect. A lot of buzzwords, isn't there? It's a lot of PR politics pish. I haven't even got to the end of the friggin' statement yet. The establishment of a new fan engagement model, Celtic Connect. We had fucking Connect 4, you bampots, and look how that worked out. I'm just saying, Celtic Connect, Connect 4, it's fucking... A representative of cross-section of Celtic supporters, this will include. The cats are now going mental. Even the cats are pissed off with the length of this statement. The group will include a representative cross-section of Celtic supporters, broad members of our head of supporters engagement, with other senior club colleagues participating as and when required, when they can be asked to turn up. The club's objectives are to reflect even on the breadth and wide range of views of the Celtic support. Fuck and sack the board. Provide a consistent and constructive forum of fan and forum for engagement. Sack the board. I shouldn't joke, but it's fucking Brian Wilson, and it goes on for 4 pages. It's like being in Friends, and Ross gets the letter for Rachel, and she goes, "Did you read it?" And he said, "Yes." Fucking 4 pages back and front. To facilitate discussions on a key topics. You're fucking repeating yourself. Sorry. I knew it would take me. I knew this would just blow my mind. They're repeating themselves. So it's just repeating for what it said at the top, and it's just. Consultation and commitment. The club is keen to hear from supporters in respect of proposed structure of the future of Celtic Connect. In other words, we don't know how the fuck. We don't know how we're going to do it. Go and come and tell us how to do it. What a shambles. Oh. Seriously, what's wrong with the club? The club is keen to hear from supporters in respect of the proposed structure of Celtic Connect. Wait a minute. You are the one coming up with it. You come and tell us what you... Don't go... This is delay, push down the road, and it won't be done. It's like a party political fucking broadcast. And it means nothing. Come on, Celtic. Seriously? Please use the official supporters concession form to share your views with the Celtic Connect proposals. Let's have a look at it. First name. Are your season ticket holder? Claire, yes I am, but you're not getting any of that information live on air. You bampots. Use this box to share your views. Sack the board. And I'm not putting in my client reference number because then somebody will steal it. Anyway, right, we'll go back to the supporters engagement. Right, here we go. Ongoing digital transformation. Yes, digital engagement remains circular pillar of our supporter strategy. Strengthening our digital channels is part of the broader ongoing commitment to communicate directly and much more often with the club supporters on issues that are important to all of us. Wait a minute. Sky, right? I'm going to say, Celtic have got the Celtic app. Right? Get all your news through the Celtic app. Today out went an interview with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on Sky. Roll up, season's about to start. And at length, interview with Captain Callum McGregor on Sky in the Celtic cinema. An at length interview with Martin O'Neill on Sky. So much for Celtic putting stuff out and taking control of the narrative and putting stuff out through the Celtic app, and you'll get your news here first. Sign up and get your news here first. You're a bunch of bampots, man. Digital engagement remains circular through. Communicate directly and more often with the club supporters. You've got the app for that. You do not use it correctly. Improve accessibility to the club's content and services to ensure that the supporting Celtic is as easy as possible. It would be even easier. Sack the board. Deliver a more personal supporter experience that suits individual preferences. The launch of the official Celtic app last December was received and represents a significant step forward until the club connects with the supporters. But you don't. You put it out through mainstream media. You tell us don't believe a thing that mainstream media tells you. And then what do? You go to mainstream media and you put those interviews out. Put them out through the Celtic app. If you want us to trust you, do what you say you'll do, Celtic. Because right now, you're not doing what you say you're going to do. You say it and you put out these big, massive statements of stuff that should have been sorted out weeks ago. There is nothing new. This is the same information that was relayed to the fans by Brian Wilson at the end of last season. We are 2 days away from starting the new SPFL season because a bunch of Bampots play on Friday night. Celtic are doing their utmost to try and appease the fans going into the current season, to hold off confrontation going into the new season. But inadvertently, I think what they've done today has pissed a lot of people off, because there is nothing new in the statement that was put out today. Enhancing the matchday experience. Sack the board. While recent investment at Celtic Park is focused on essential infrastructure, much which is not directly visible to supporters. You made a wee lounge a bit better, you put comfy seats in it. Wee alcove, wee snogging alcove in that. Investing in continually refreshing Celtic Park, the club that is committed to, reviewing and improving all aspects of the match day experience with power wash the stairs, enhancing the atmosphere, comfort and convenience within this. How can the board enhance the atmosphere? Oh wait, I've got it. 35,000 fans singing "Sack the Board." I've got you. Ensuring that attending Celtic Park remains one of the most compelling experiences in world football. Future initiatives will seek to balance operational excellence. What fucking that's that? Come on, operation. How can you put operational excellence when we've let 13 players go at the end of last season? We've brought in 3 this season. We're 2 days away from starting the league. We are 20 days from Champions League football. And yous lot are saying we seek to balance operational excellence with an enhanced supporter experience that reflects the club's heritage. Come on, you black and tans, come on and fight me like a man. Show your way for you on meadows down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away. By investing in our people, structures, and technology, and opening up new opportunities for meaningful supporter voice participation, we will shape the engagement and approach that reflects the values of passion and the traditions of Celtic Football Club, while helping to realise the ambitions for generations to come. Missiles on the sky. Jesus God. Ah. James has just put it in one. So much for staying positive. I was positive until Celtic put out this PR absolute waffle. How to deflate us before the season even starts. It's a nothing. It's a bullshit. It's supporters have until 5 p.m. on the 28th of August to share their feedback. You've had a full summer, Celtic. Come on. Seriously? You've had all summer to put this out. What you been doing? Brian Wilson. I'm gonna go into some of the comments. Michael Nicholson. Nicholson couldn't make a dodgy car salesman. Carrot beat Nicosia 1-0 after extra time. Oh, fucking don't say we're going back to Carrot Almaty. Jesus God. Make the day even worse. Then I was all happy this morning. Celtic have got this absolutely weird inability to just I don't know. That's exactly what it is. Keep the revenue coming in for whatever they have planned in secret. I think Nicholson was pilfering money from the club and trying to hide it. Lol. Pish was the word I was looking for. Yeah, Chris, it was just. Does that statement come with maple syrup? Why? Why why on Wednesday? We've had some good news, Celtic, right? We've given you a couple of players. We're now going to throw out this wee statement there that's going to just piss you right off because it's a nothing statement. It's you've recruited from within. You've given JP a wee pay rise. He's splashed about his new car on Twitter, and you've not sorted anything out. You've not even started. You're now asking for fans to engage to see how you're going to set up things. The Celtic Connect. Tell us how you want it to work. No. As an organisation, you take the lead. As a hierarchy, you take the lead. As a chairman of an organisation, you take the lead. That is what you're paid for. You take the lead and everyone else follows. I have absolutely no respect for Brian Wilson whatsoever after that statement. The little bit of respect I had for him has gone out the window because it shows, yes, we're listening. He told us himself, we have listened. It's going to be a busy few weeks, he said. A month later, he says, go and give us a help here. Go and give us a hand. Can you help us? Because we don't know what we're doing. See, when we thought that bringing in Camilo Duran, that bringing in Kasper Hoch was going to be a good thing, And then for Celtic to go out and say, by the way, we're friggin' still as useless. We're still as absolute rubbish at everything that you ever thought. Celtic Connect. Let's click on it. Oh, it's just the one page. Absolute nonsense, man. Absolute nonsense. Right, give me your thoughts. And James Smith says, Baz, Hassan and Brewer won't come in. That's what I'm saying. They'll take the piss and they're getting deals over the line. We'll just need to wait and see. Everything the board does is a deflection. The proof is that we are discussing this tonight. Instead, we're speaking about the lack of transfers. I think that it's not even... I don't mind the lack of transfers. If the Celtic board had come out and this statement says... This would be the statement if I was chairman. We have invested in supporter engagement. We aim to deliver the club's vision, not to deliver. We have appointed a head of Celtic supporters engagement. We have increased resources. We have increased resources to John Paul Taylor. Right? We want to, instead of we want to reinvigorate, we want to bring back. We have contacted and re-established connections with the club's wider supporters groups. Not reinvigorating the fans forum. The fans forum remains an important platform, and the club is committed to refreshing and expanding this initiative. My statement would have been, we have made contact and we have started engagement. Continual bilateral supporters group meetings. Fucking nonsense. You speak to those groups on a weekly basis, monthly basis throughout the season. We know this. It's no hidden secret. The establishment of a new fans engagement model, Celtic Connect. Please help us sort this out. Rather than, we have established a new model, Celtic Connect. Through the website, here is where you can go and engage with the club on an ongoing basis. You could fill out a form for the next 28 days and we will take on board through the new Celtic Connect. We want a wide engagement from a wide and varied section of the support. We invite you to take part. Not the club is keen to hear from supporters in respect of proposed structure for the Celtic Connect. It's all about wording Celtic. You're wording this like you've just fucking thought it up yesterday. Take the initiative. That's all the fans want. That's all we want as fans. For the club to take the initiative. Not for the fans to come and go and give a hand here because we've no idea what we're doing. This is what we pay our money for. You're meant to be running the club. I just think it's unbelievable. And I think that, you know, whatever the club, Jim Lister has just said, honestly, the Celtic board has lost at cards to the Buns, and that's why they're acting like this, so they don't have a clue what to do. Chris Sutton and Martin O'Neill would do a better job at signings. Sounds like a politician speak, like we are stupid and we will roll over and get our belly tickled, sack the board, the manager of the team, and not another penny, says John. Jesus. Heard enough from the board. Away and tickle your belly button. Fluff. What the fuck? Sort that statement out. Did they meet the Irish group? Probably tickets for Ivor. Tickets for a box for them, yeah. Yeah. It's Celtic being Celtic, isn't it? We had a survey last year. Nicholson didn't even, they hijacked their meeting. Oh man. Right, anyway, that is your Celtic news tonight. It's not the news that I'd wanted to be talking about tonight, but I'll tell you one thing. Celtic board really know how to piss us off as fans. I don't even know what to say after that. I really don't. Monday will be a scrappy 2-0 win. I'm not even going to talk about football tonight. I'm going to leave it till tomorrow night now and get in the mood for it, because do a poll and what are the board completely someone must sit. I mean, these are meant to be really highly intelligent people. Surely someone must sit at the club and read through this statement, right? And go. They all that, is their heads all that stuck up in their own arses that they wrote this out and they went, yeah, this is fucking great, mate. Fucking well done. Fucking that'll tell them. You got them, Brian. Get in there. If it does, we're in a worse state than what we thought we were. Because this statement is just, it's basically a statement telling us that JP's had a promotion at work. And that's it. That's it. It is basically a statement to tell us, and I've got a lot of respect for JP. I've known him for a lot of years. One of the good guys at the club. But you've got to say that this is basically just a statement to say that JP's had a pay rise. You know, we are delighted that John Paul Taylor, our long-serving lead supporters liaison officer, has accepted the role. JP is a lifelong dedicated Celtic supporter and is well known to many Celtic fans across the world. He is, and I've no problem with them getting a pay rise, but you didn't need to put out a big bullshit statement in a proposal form just to tell us that JP's got a pay rise. Catholic Rebel has just said, I think we're about to lose Alistair Johnston. The English trash. If we lose Alistair Johnston and we can't bring in the little Mexican who's staying at Bournemouth, I hope not. I hope not. But anyway. Oh, God. Carrot Almighty, the Carrot Almighty are coming for us. Don't say that. Deja vu. Right. I think I'm going to go and just don't know what I'm going to do now. I've been on for 33 minutes and I'm rather pissed off. We still need a squad, Baz. Yes, we do. We still need more than a squad. We need a shitload of players in. Where is Johnson? He was on the training video today. Carrot to win the Champions League. Where is the head of recruitment and full-time chairman? Exactly, James. Thank God it's the beginning of the holidays tomorrow. Not that I'm on holiday, because I'll still be here. I have no idea, honestly. They're like the old board. Wouldn't surprise me if Wilson has gone rogue with a statement. I'm missing Desi's statements. Where's Desi's statements? Let me see if I could find Desi's statements. I'm not reading half the statements. Apologise. There's Ray Ray. Same as me, Oaks. Just joined by us is raging. I was expecting some sexy hoch chat. That's not happening. I'm trying to find whose statement is looking for Dez's. Can't see statements. I'll just jump into the ends. Just put it in. What does it take for DD to get rid of Michael Nicholson? No idea. 3-5-2 if Johnson goes. Well, maybe that's what we're thinking about. Alistair Johnson was in training. Stephen Kelly. I'm off to sleep. Is it April yet? Gav boy, I've been totally chilled out about the way that the club was kind of moving, and I just think that statement is such a condescending statement to make 2 days before the league officially starts. And it tells me that whilst the club says that they're listening, they are not acting. You know, we've had the end of May was such a long time ago. This was all stuff that Brian Wilson spoke about, bringing unity and creating customer engagement and fan engagement. He spoke about this before the end of last season. And as we go into a new season, his delaying tactics is just unbelievable. They've poured a load of buzzwords and sentences into this Paradise Windfall draw tombola. Gave it a whirl and it's utter pish that's came out. Yeah. It's Greg Taylor incoming. I fucking hope no, that would just make it even worse. Charlie Boy to say, Hawk by fire, hawk by power, hawk by sunshine, hawk by... Oh, Jesus God. Keep the faith. To the last few hours of the window is all exciting. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going away to finish off my beer and I'm going to go and sit outside in the nice, what is it, 29 degrees. It's cooled down to 29 degrees and I'm going to go and lie on the chairs outside and just not think of Celtic. David Castle says, we are behind you, Baz. Fucking God knows what Celtic are up to. Celtic board actually spout a load of bullshit. Yes, they are. They do. Just unbelievable. Anyway, thank you for the 2,500 people that have engaged with the video tonight. I was nice and relaxed before I came home. I was out and I had a bit of tapas, a couple of canyas. I even had a Guinness when I was out and a cheese and ham toasty. I went to an English-based bar just for the banter. And then I went to a Spanish bar and had some tapas, and it was a lovely evening. And then it flashed up on my screen, Celtic have put out a statement. Have a fantastic evening, Celtic fans, wherever you are all around the world. I'm sure that everything will be hunky-dory. Tomorrow morning, there'll be headlines that more players are coming to the club. There is no... doesn't look like it's happening tonight anyway, and I'll see you all in the morning. I'll just get a haggis supper. I'd love a haggis supper, mate. I'd have to get a flight for that though. Seriously, they just don't do them over here. The board has the perfect opportunity to start in mending relationships with the sport, but the release of politicians lie of a statement. It's all a statement, Baz, ignore it. Yeah, I'll see you all in the morning. Thank you to everyone who's watched this video tonight.